All media in this video is used for purpose of review and commentary, under the terms of fair use. All footage, music, and images belong to their respective companies. YuGiOh, the YuGiOh franchise, is owned by Kazuki Takahashi and Konami. I do not own anything. What makes a worldwide sensation the YuGiOh franchise connect and stay with us? Is it the story, the artwork, the card game? Well, to me and to many others are its very famous characters, the ones who we follow through over this huge story. The world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Have brought us plenty of interesting characters for us to analyze and explore. While outside them it looks stereotypical, or one-noted, or even generic, many of them possess something that many of us can relate. They are a spectacle to watch and to look up to. Joey Wheeler is a person who I find fits in all of these categories. Regularly referred as comic reliefs, or not very smart, dorky, the shadow of Yugi, or just lucky, aren't incorrect. You see, Joey can fit all of this in his pocket. But what really makes him interesting are his less than apparent flaws, his relationships, and his uphill battle against himself. Let's delve deeper, shall we? His character arc. He starts out as a problematic kid, a bully to Yugi that comes from a broken and poor family. He slowly takes a liking to Yugi, and he defends him from the school bully, Tetsutrage, from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Yeah, look it up. From here on we have a Joey that's evolving into a selfless kind of person. His actions are for someone else who is important to him, getting the money for his sister operation during Duelist Kingdom. In the Battle City, he wants to prove Yugi and his friends how skilled he has become, until madness ensues, and during the Walking the Dragons arc, he wants Mayback from her evil ways. He wishes to forget fighting and getting into trouble of his past days, and dedicate his time to his family and friends, as well as practice a dueling as a career. His friends are above his dueling, however. In the pure battle, he hated himself for putting Yugi into grave danger by Marek's mind control, and wishing to quit dueling altogether to avoid putting the people who swore to care into danger, as to which his friends respond accordingly. A scene that really resonates with me are his dream sequence while asleep during the duel against Odaion. This is really pretty for the message alone. Joey always wanted a stable family and takes to Yugi, to Mai, Thea, Tristan, and he says he finally has it. It shows who Joey is now, who he wanted to be.
ありがとうよ、みんな。城之内くん、
お兄ちゃんが立ち上がった。
みんな。
He is pretty flawed, however, which is not bad as that makes him very relatable. But he's looked down upon by many people, in the anime and in real life too. He tends to hide his real emotions with banter talk, as seen talking with Mai and with his friends. He's too emotional to make dangerous choices. He's reluctant to think strategically when filled with rage or worse emotions. He's tended to recoil with violence when things don't go well for him, as seen heavily in the Waking the Dragons and Duelist Kingdom arcs. But in the goods, Joey is selfless, active, and kind. He's a protective brother to his sister, and he vows to help Yugi become the best he can be, as well as himself. On his relationships, we have, Thea and Tristan. Not much to add to them since they are all really close friends, but just not as close or interesting as these other two. With Yami Yugi, Kazuki Takahashi compared and saying that Yugi and Kaiba, while better at dueling, Joey is a more powerful character thanks to his spirit, his willpower, and by that he considers him stronger than those two, which is really interesting. Throughout his search for his memories, Yami Yugi has never seen Joey as less than a comrade and an ally, and Kaz made sure to never break that friendship. To represent an unbreakable friendship is an unstoppable force, one that has defeated many duelists when these two are together, yet they do not rely on each other to perform great. With Yugi Moto, Joy talked the entire series he feels he owes Yugi more than he could ever repay him. The end of his street punk life, his past duelist, the operation of his sister are things he owes Yugi, yet Yugi doesn't think that way. Rather, he states that his success comes from himself, and that him and his friends have just cheered him and supported him. Both are willing to die for each other, as seen on the Pure Duel. If that isn't friendship, I don't know what it is. He also stated that during the same duel that he loves him. Whoa.
そして勇気を教えてくれた大切な親友だ。
遊戯
城之内くん大好きだ。
遊戯
精霊よ、デスメテオの攻撃対象は僕だ。
With my... well, you see, my Valentine is a character that I plan to talk about in a later video, as she has a lot of interesting backlog that, now than ever, is super interesting to learn. But for this video I'm gonna limit myself on the information I will give about her. You see, Joy had his eyes focused on her since the first time they saw each other. She was a pretty lady in the duel tournament. We can see how Joy evolves with her, from pick-up banter to actual friendship to legit love interest. Mai Sally sees him differently, which makes their relationship really intriguing. You see, Mai struggles to see him anything less than a duelist, but later succumbs to despair as he lies about not considering her as a true friend, and then she outright hates him and wants to kill him to become the better duelist during the Week in the Dragons arc. I will dwell more on that on the main episode. Their interactions are something else. I have never seen such a dysfunctional romantic relationship as these two have, yet that's kinda what makes them my favorite. I always look forward to these interactions, and when they are together, hilarity and horror ensues. It's amazing. Another thing I wanna add up is the excellent scene from the anime, the duel against Joy and Merrick. This, I feel, is the climax of Joy's character, and a duel engraved into many duelists' hearts. But why is that? Is it the excellent animation, the stakes, and Merrick being such a threat? Yeah, those are definitely factors. But not only that, this is the culmination of Joy's burning emotions. You see, Joy holds so many responsibilities to only himself, to save Mai, to duel Yugi, that to the point he becomes blinded of who is he really fighting, a cold-blooded murderer. Even after being brutally wounded by Ra, Joy only sees in his mind that his best friend, and how happy he would be to go against toe-to-toe with his comrade, who he, Joy, has seen as the higher duelist. This is his climax as a duelist. When reality hits, his friends and us, the viewers, can't comprehend an outcome that, as Kaiba said, was said from the start. It stirred me up when I first saw it, and still does. It's a classic duel. Oh, and Kaiba recognizing Joy as a true duelist it's beautiful, man. It's the cream on top.
おチリ様最後にデュエリストとして認めてやる
I hope the video will help you see something useful that some of you might have missed. He truly deserves more love than he gets, I feel. He's not one-dimensional. I mean, go as far as to say that he's an example that perseverance, self-improvement, and goodwill can lead to something better, something good. Despite his flaws, he could leave his past mistakes and became a better duelist and a better person. And if Joy can, maybe we can too. I feel that's what makes him great. So, yeah, I think that's it for the video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have yourself a great night and a great weekend. And as next information about myself, I will be doing more of this character analysis of YuGiOh. I won't be limiting myself to YuGiOh. I do plan to tackle other anime characters and other franchises that I really enjoy. But for now, we'll stick into YuGiOh. So if you really like what you saw, subscribe, give a like, comment, and share your thought on what you think. And see you until next weekend when we take a look at My Valentine. See you there.